Hello and welcome to your daily dose of Satoshi's news. Today's day is Wednesday, the 23rd of July, 2025, the year BSV comes alive. Branch your threads, expand your mind with treechat.ai or your post put on chain. Right, let's see what we've got today. I just made this video. I thought it was really funny, so we'll touch on that. We've got to talk about this the article that Cyphertux did. They've taken it offline. Look at that. Can you believe it? It's that much of a threat to them. We'll talk about the Indian crypto exchange CoinDCX hacked for 44 million drained, and again, I mean they've got quite a lot of BSV on their platform according to Live CoinWatch. That's their chart, and if we go onto Live CoinWatch and we go onto BSV and we look for liquidity down here, or even on volume, look, CoinDCX breakdown, yeah, CoinDCX. Even though what they've got the decimal places wrong. That should be 6,835,169 dollars in 24-hour trade volume. But a second just behind Huobi, and they've been hacked. We'll have a look at some news here on CoinGeek. See which articles take our fancy. Just got to touch on some regular bit of news because the corruption that's going on is unbelievable. We'll have a quick look at the figures, some 365 days of Bitcoin history, and then we'll finish with a Kanishwiller countdown. Right, let's get into it.
Satoshi, like a cowboy in the West, riding on the blockchain that they call the very best. 1 million strong, and transactions flying free. Just wait for the terror node, you'll surely see.
Alrighty, here we go. Right, so here is this afternoon's little bit of creativity. I made this. Have a listen.
Nobody will be safe
until the entire world runs on the Bitcoin network.
Nobody will be safe
until the entire world runs on the Bitcoin network. I couldn't help myself. I just couldn't help myself. For anybody who knows my views on the old jibby jabby saga and all that, you'll understand why I put that in there, because they're trying to bring in their totalitarian one world government through the guise of the World Health Organization. You know, because initially said nobody will be safe unless everybody is vaccinated. You know, with the old jibby jabby. We know what that was about. But in actual fact, the real answer is nobody will be safe until the entire world runs on the Bitcoin network. So I was just like, right, we'll make a video on that. And here it is. Loving it.
Nobody will be safe
until the entire world runs on the Bitcoin network. Can't get enough of it. Love it. Anyway, I think I might be shadow banning that. What? It's only had like 259 views, and that's on Twitter. Like something suspect on there, but who cares? Flying beneath the radar is where we like to fly. That's it. Check this one out. So Cyphertux has said here in his post, obviously I had to translate this into English. He said, I experienced a cyber attack tonight. It's serious, very serious. And you know, it was the best and most in-depth investigative article on the recent movement of the 80,000 BTC. And check it out. Like they because the article was so good and so in-depth, luckily, I found a link to it, so it still exists, but they'll probably take it down. But what a fantastic article that was! It literally just goes to show you how much they are shitting it. They must be getting desperate. They could stop, but we know they won't because they're absolute psychopaths. But this is something else. I'm guessing that they've done. So this article here by Cointelegraph saying Indian crypto exchange CoinDCX hacked for 44 million drained. Like, you know, so this is their site. I mean, this is their homepage. So yeah, it is an Indian-focused crypto exchange. They said the cybersecurity exploit occurred during a sophisticated server breach. CoinDCX CEO and co-founder Sumit Gupta said on Saturday. Indian cryptocurrency exchange CoinDCX was hacked on Friday, leaving the exchange drained of 44 million. Oh my god, they must be feeling sick. The hackers compromised one of CoinDCX's internal accounts used for liquidity positions with another exchange through a server breach. No user funds were affected by the exploit. No user funds. Oh my god! So they literally drained them of 44 million. I mean, what? You know, all shit coins have got backdoors. You know, play with shit coins. Expect to get shat on. No user funds were affected by the exploit, according to CoinDCX CEO Sumit Gupta. Well, they would say that, wouldn't they? The CEO also said that some customer funds, said all customer funds remained safe, and wrote, yeah, but again, we've also heard this before as well. The incident was quickly contained by isolating the affected operational accounts. Since the operational accounts are segregated from customer wallets, the exposure is only limited to this specific account and being fully absorbed by us from our own treasury reserves. Give me a break. The attacker's address was found with 1 ETH from Tornado Cash, and later bridged a portion of the stolen funds from Solana to Ethereum. On-chain sleuth Zach XBT said, so it said funds stolen through the CoinDCX Act traced. Source Zach XBT. Cointelegraph reached out to CoinDCX for comment, but was unable to obtain a response by the time of publication. Analyst Infinity Hedge noted that popular Indian exchange WazirX was hacked for 235 million on the exact date. Whoa! 1 year ago, a reminder of the persistent cybersecurity threats facing the crypto industry and investors. Whoa, what exchange was that? Is there are they down? Or are they still functioning? That's a lot of funds. That's a lot of funds. Iranian exchange NoBitX was hacked for 100 million on June 18th in a politically motivated attack by a pro-Israeli hacker group calling itself John Jesk Darade. After stealing 100 million in the initial hack, the group leaked the source code for the exchange online, further exposing users to the crypto platform. GMX V1 and version of the GMX protocol perpetual exchange operating on the Arbitrum blockchain network suffered a cybersecurity exploit on July the 9th, with hacker making away with $40 million. See, this has got to be government espionage, you know, or, you know, paid for corporate espionage connected to the government. However, the hacker returned the stolen funds several days later, accepting a $5 million white hat bounty in return for the $40 million in crypto. Nice if you can do that. Decentralized finance platform Arcadia Finance was the target of a smart contract exploit on Tuesday, leading to $3.5 million in crypto drained by the threat actor. Jeepers. It was a spot Bitcoin ETFs gained 336 million, extend 12-day inflow streak to 6.6 billion. That was July 19th, 4 days ago. Well, I thought we were seeing outflows from ETF, but who knows? I mean, we've just found that Klaus Schwab was fiddling the figures about the success of Brexit, trying to make it look like it was a failure when it was actually a success in terms of the UK leaving the European Union, you know. But I mean, they're just absolute scammers, utter scammers. So yeah, this is what the CoinDCX platform looks like. And then when we search here for genuine Bitcoin, there we go. Yeah, $6.8 million, 24-hour turnover. It's all right, isn't it? There we go. Right then, before we have a look, let's have a look at coins while we're here. Well, overall market cap $8.3 trillion. Good grief, like closing in on 4 trillion. That is insane. That is insane. BTC on the way down there. Let's have a look at CoinGeek. CoinGeek got a few articles here. Let's see which one takes my fancy. Trump's signature on stablecoin law kicks off flurry of activity. Crypto Week ends with Genius Act, Rethink AI and Enterprise Blockchain Development. Philippines digital payments surpasses 2024 targets. US Senate Market Structure Bill no longer a myth. How startups can stand during a hype cycle. Stand out during a hype cycle. UK government gives e-visa update. Digital ID debate rages on. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, there we go. DCX suffers a hack. Just see what's going on in the Philippines then. So digital payments have overtaken traditional cash-based transactions in the Philippines, with digital methods now accounting for 57.4% of total monthly retail payment volume and 59% of overall transaction value in 2024. This is according to the Philippine Central Bank. Banco Central NG Filipinas reported on the status of digital payments in the Philippines. So it's not, it's just digital payments rather than Bitcoin payments, which tracks countries' shifts towards electronic finance. The latest data marks a 4.6% point increase from the previous year's 52.8%. The numbers exceed the national target of 52 to 54% set under the Philippine Development Plan. The central bank said this reflects a broader transformation in how Filipinos pay and manage money. These figures reflect the continued shift towards digital channels and the growing trust of Filipinos in using digital financial services. I mean, they're converting to digital, but are they going to the? Are they? Is there a nefarious entity behind it? Because they don't want a CBDC in there, as I've described to other people when they ask me what a CBDC is. A CBDC is fundamentally a debt token. It is literally a toxic asset. People will drop it like a hot potato. Why would anybody want it? But what they need is they need to get everybody into their digital systems. So they're going to say, oh, we're just replacing with a CBDC. Don't worry about it. It's just a central bank digital currency. And then they will do the old switcheroo into, a social credit score token or a carbon credit token, something like that. But they need everybody on the CBDC. They need to enslave everybody in that before they do that. And that's all part of their plan. Whew. It's a race against time, people. And for those who aren't aware of this, you need to wake the F up. Big time. Check this out. Just got a report on this. Lee Harris says, just listen to this arrogant non-answer from the Chief Constable of Essex Police. He refused to comment on his officers being filmed escorting in and bussing out masked up far-left agitators at the Bell Hotel in Epping. Yeah, they were caught red-handed on camera shipping Antifa literally in to cause agitation. Professional agitators. Honestly, it just goes to show you how corrupt everything is right now. This is why the world needs Bitcoin, really. Because if they can't, they're just literally, paying them with securities fraud that they create from nothing. It doesn't cost them anything to put agitators in there, just to do their bidding for them. So have a quick look at the figures, Em. Nothing to write home about in terms of blocks coming through. 62,000 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than Gregcoin. Mining Bitcoin at a 60.1% comparable loss. No real benefit of mining Fisher Price Cash over Gregcoin. Much of a muchness there. Interesting. Politics is in the pie charts. Let's have a look at Bitcoin here. So Coup 29.2, QD-Link 28.4, TAL 25.5, SA100 10.95, Gorilla Pool 5.84. Interesting. So the price just likes it's taken a little bit of a nosedive there after it sort of like touched above $32 on that jump up there, and then it's coming down again. But yeah. It's alright, nothing really to write home about. 365 days of Bitcoin history on the 23rd of July 2010. Satoshi Nakamoto, Gavin's changes look good. And this is to do with the JSON RPC password. He said, Gavin's changes look good. I think everything is complete. Here's a test build. Please test it. Oh. So Linux and Windows. What's this? Bitcoin is an innovative payment network and a new kind of money. I'm not sure if that's what it's meant to lead to, but that was what Satoshi Nakamoto wrote on the 23rd of July 2010, and that was referring to Gavin Andresen, who was the founder of the Bitcoin Foundation, along with John Matonis. John Matonis being the co-founder, and then was chased out with pitchforks by the deep state because he had no idea who the deep state was back then. Jeepers. All right, let's move on. Just a bit of a short show today, but we've got the Kellen Schweller countdown is on. It is the 23rd of July, Wednesday, meaning we've got 57 days until the countdown finishes. So remember, hit that subscribe button. You're not going to want to miss any of the shenanigans that take place between now and the countdown at 0. So until then, be aware, take care, stay safe out there, and we'll see you tuned in the next one.
2 years ago, you got SegWit, which we lied and cheated and stealed, and I was part of the lying and cheating and stealing to get SegWit, to get Lightning, which, by the way, had critical vulnerabilities and lost people's money.
The king still has one more move.
Remember, Bitcoin is BSV. Everything else is BS.